some pride and rejoice. It's not a fucking diet, not a personal choice. Veganism is simply the only way to live. My pre-vegan life, there is no way to forgive. But at least I'm trying to make up for it now. Cause I'm not worth more than a pig or a cow. I'm not a prodigy, I just feel that equality is the only thing that matters. Honestly, I don't give a shit if you're gay or straight, black or white.
Hi, I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Today's video is going to be about what's in this jar, along with the stories behind them. In this tiny jar are two very tiny objects that are somehow really weirdly special to me. I don't know why, but they just are. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you what's in here along with telling the stories. They're not too long, but they're also kind of funny or weird. Okay, so the first item is, if you can see, a very, camera won't focus. It's a very tiny cube, like a dice. I don't know how to say the singular one of it. But I have no idea why this is so special to me. It's just, I don't even know where I got it from. It's just so, it's like, it's so tiny, and it's like the tiniest dice I've ever seen before, and it's so small, it's so cute. I don't even remember how or where I got it, when I got it. I just know that I've had it for at least 10 years, and I don't know why I'm so protective over it. I just love it so much. I don't know, it's just, I don't know, it kind of sort of feels like a lucky dice to me, or like, it's just so small. It's just, it's so tiny. I don't know, it's just so cute and small, and yeah, this was a bad story. Okay, on to the second thing. It's going to be more interesting, I promise. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. You are probably not, but I will put a picture right here. Is a small cat tooth. Now, you might be thinking in advance, why the hell do you have a cat tooth? You're vegan. If you bought a cat tooth, that would basically be, depending if it's real or not, abusing animals. Because I think a lot of people want to buy, like, people are weird. But this is actually, this tiny tooth, I actually didn't buy. I got it, not from any human. I met a cat once. It wasn't my cat. I think he or she, I don't remember what their gender was, what their sex was. But they had a home, and they were like really small and cute and tiny, and it was like a kitten, but not actually a kitten. It was like a kitten that grew up but is still sort of kitten-like in personality. So what ended up happening was that I gave him cuddles. He was, or she, I'm using he, it could be a she, I don't remember, but, he was just so adorable and cuddly, and he loved cuddles. And there was a time where I met him, and he came to me for cuddles, and then after a while he started getting hyper and wanted to play. So he started playing. I looked around, like it was outside. It looked around. Yeah, apparently I'm an it now. Yeah, so I looked around, and, like, I looked around to find a stick, or, like, some sort of, like, small, like, leaf or something that I can play with him with. So what ended up happening was that I think you can see it now, sort of. It's so tiny. He was a really small cat, like, not a tiny kitten, but he was, like, a small cat, like a small-sized cat. So what happened was that while I was looking for stuff, he was really hyper. He jumped on my legs, he jumped on my arm, on my hands, and at some point I felt like his teeth, like, not go into me, but his teeth, like, he bit me, like, playfully he bit me, and then, like, I felt something weird. I don't know how to explain the feeling, but it just felt weird. And then because it felt weird, I didn't know what that was. I looked at my arm, or my leg, I don't remember if it was my arm or my leg, but I looked down and I saw that there was a tiny bit of blood there. And then I immediately looked down, looked around, and saw this tiny tooth laying on the ground. And apparently it was a baby tooth. I read somewhere that, I hope it's true, I'm not 100% sure. Again, I'm not a vet, I don't really understand in cat biology that much, but I read somewhere that cats do have baby teeth, and they're just really tiny, so when they fall out, they just end up swallowing them. So what I guessed was that he was playing, and this tooth was loose, and it sort of just fell out, because I immediately, like, freaked out. He wasn't in pain. He, like, kept jumping at me. He kept, like, like acting as if everything was okay. He kept jumping at me and biting me, and then like after that, like after like one small like extra bite after the tooth fell, I like there was no blood, and then I was still worried, so I looked. I tried to like not I didn't hold him down, but like he was like very friendly, and he came to me. He just came to me, and it was in a way like that he was like not worried, he wasn't scared, so he came to me, and I tried to sort of like lift the side of his mouth so I can see his teeth, to see like if, because it's a fang, so like I lifted his mouth a little bit to see if I could see like any missing teeth or any blood, and there wasn't anything. And it was just really weird, because like at first I was worried, and that this was actually the day that I actually read about it, because I was so freaked out. Like I ended up keeping the tooth because I really have no idea why. I'm just a big huge weirdo. I love cats, and I don't know, it's sort of like a memory, you know, like some parents keep their kids' teeth, like, or when they fall out. I don't know. I don't know. It was like just some sort of like meaningful sort of thing to me. Like he was playing with me, and then his tooth fell out while he was with me, and I got to witness it. And I don't know. So I just really like it, and that's why I ended up keeping it. So that was the day I actually read about the cats with the baby teeth that fall out. They just swallow it, because I didn't know what was happening. I checked on him. Like it was like kind of far away from my house. I checked on him. I wanted to make sure that he was safe, because I was really worried, because I didn't know what was going on. So I made sure, like, from both sides, from the front, from the bottom, I lifted up his lips, and like to see if there was any blood, to see if any teeth were missing. And it wasn't. I just, if I remember correctly, I saw that one of his fangs was a little bit shorter than the other one. And so like after that, he kept after that biting me a tiny bit, like playing, and then there wasn't any blood. So what I'm guessing is that it was just a loose tooth, and there was a little blood because maybe it came out earlier than it should have, and because it really wasn't a lot of blood, it was just like a teeny tiny little smear, and then it stopped immediately. But I was just worried, so I looked everywhere. He was fine. He didn't run away from me. I didn't hold him down. He just like stood there, and while I was doing that, actually he was trying to play with me, like while I was doing that. So what ended up happening was that everything was fine with him. He wasn't hurt, he wasn't injured, nothing was wrong. So immediately after that, I gave him a few more cuddles. I played with him a bit more with like a stick that I found. I said goodbye, and then I rushed home, immediately went to the computer to Google why a cat's tooth fell out. Like I Googled, I don't remember what I was Googling. I remember like a cat bit me and their tooth fell out, or like I found a cat's tooth. Or I don't remember what I Googled, but it was something along those lines about cats losing teeth. And then I came across the fact that cats have baby teeth. And I remember that I was just so relieved, because I was so worried that even though I didn't find anything, that I somehow hurt him. But then I ended up realizing that I didn't, and he just lost his tooth. And yeah, so that's the story. I don't know why I wanted to keep it. That's just weird, but it's just so small and cute, and I don't know, like this is like a rare occasion. Like I don't think, like I usually think that because like as like what I read on the internet, cats lose their teeth, they usually swallow them. And I don't know, I think because this occasion was so rare, it just somehow made me feel more bonded with the cat. I don't know, it was just like such a rare occasion that I just wanted to keep it, because it somehow reminded me of something like rare or like interesting that happened to me. And yeah, so this is what I have in this jar. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go eat now, and that's the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching until now. I really hope this wasn't too boring, and if you like this kind of content, you should check out my other videos, because this video is sort of like a random story. This is like a story time video. Like I have a lot of different things that I'm going to talk about, I'm going to do. So this is like a story time video, and I have a lot of other things. Unfortunately, I don't have so much because I just sort of started, but I am going to be talking about quite a lot of things here. I'd appreciate it if you like this video and subscribe. Obviously do that only if you like it, but it is free, so I really, really, really would appreciate this, and this sounds desperate. I'm sorry, but yeah, it really does help me out, so thank you so much for watching, and hope you have a great day. Bye!